Well, I was born in East London, and basically I started off my life really on the streets, not on the streets, but in gangs on the streets, like football, basically football gangs, like West Ham football gangs, and it took me to basically to jail and to using drugs. Well, how I came to come to Bristol was through going to rehab. Yeah, I was on a DRR from jail. It was either going to jail or doing a DRR because my drug use got out of hand, and I'd never sort of accessed any sort of drug counselling in London or nothing. It was only when I came to Bristol. That's the first time I basically heard of it. I finished rehab. I'd done pretty well. I'd done 18 months in rehab, and I got a rehab and I relapsed for about a year. I was out there flat out the street, and I ended up back in jail again. I was in jail for 18 months, but I'd done a lot of courses in jail. I was working in the kitchens in the jail, and I got my health and safety. I got a lot of certificates in jail, and I did access the church in jail. I used to go to the church, but I never really took it. Yeah, my first use of the Wild Goose was when it was at City Road, when I first came to Bristol after I relapsed from being in a rehab, and it was a place where you was welcomed. People was there helping you. They showed concern. You had something to eat, a hot meal. And then when it moved to Stapleton Road, a bigger premises, it was even better. Yeah, you know what I mean, accommodated a lot more people. And I think that's where I realised about the staff and the work that was being done here, you know, because sometimes you don't understand it. All you just know is you've got a hot meal, but you don't see the background and what the people are doing there. For me, it's been a pleasure coming here. I've never had nothing bad to say about the place. I don't know, I think there might be one or two meals that weren't too good, but it's been alright. Through being here and talking to Alan and talking to the staff, I got onto doing the light course, and the light course, I did know a lot of the stuff anyway, but what it helped you, gave you a bit of focus, where after you stop using, you need something like that just to structure you, and Stuart gave you structure. He made you plan out things and set goals. I think the group we was in, I think everybody gained from it, everybody benefited from it. And the confidence boosting, you know, and the structure they gave you, I use it now. So that's 6 months ago, and I'm still using the same stuff that he showed me, that course showed me. I decided, after going to church and after using the facilities in the Goose, is to see whether or not I could give something back. So I sort of went through the process of finding out how to be able to do some work here, volunteer here, and Alan, as it goes, came to my baptism, and he said, he got up and he spoke for me, and he said, well, I would love him to be coming and working at the Goose. So I thought, well, do you mean that? And then so I asked, I said, can I come in and work? He said, yeah, just come up. I saw Steve, filled out some forms, and I was accepted. And I've been working down here for a few weeks now, and it's been a pleasure. And I've been accepted by everyone here as well, you know. And it's just a nice little family working around here. I think, you know, everybody's happy, and you know, we just get on with it really. It's great being on the other side of the counter and giving back, you know. And I think it's one of the best things I've done.